Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Jazakallah, Brother Fizan, for joining us today for this. I guess this is going to be a 13th webinar session. We've done quite a few on different professions. And today we're going to be talking about your experience working as a FIFO. I guess you do part-time at the moment, but intermittently you also do full-time as well. So we'll be talking about that. But before we do that, Brother Fizan, would you mind telling us a little bit about your background when you came to Australia? And what kind of education have you had so far?
My name is Fazan Ahmed, and I was born in Rawalpindi, and I moved to Australia in 2016, and then I was doing studying at the uni, and then I stopped going to uni. I was working for a little bit, and then I joined my uni again in 2019. 2019 for Bachelor's of Electronics and Electrical Engineering.
Okay.
But I was working, as a part-time. Well, you have to work, and
Yeah.
I was doing security at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and then my friend told me to apply in mining. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cough.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yep.
Acha, I did
And
not know you're also from Rawalpindi as well.
yeah,
That's a little known fact to me, but we'll talk about that at a different time. But yeah, okay, keep going.
and yeah, and then I joined mining, Port Hedland, with the FMG, and one of my friend told me from the mines told me to get into more into technical rather than just in security up on the side.
Okay.
So it
So
was easy
sorry,
for me.
before we get into depth, so you did a few odd jobs here locally in Perth, and
Yeah.
then Port Hedland, which is about 15 hours drive, would you say? How far is Port Hedland?
It's around about like
Okay.
1500 to 1800 kilometers.
1,800 kilometers up north. So you
Yeah, it's like a
joined.
2 hours flight.
Yeah, so one of your friend told you, and you kind of joined, but you were still doing security at that site there, is it?
Yeah, like I started
Okay.
doing security first on the mines,
Full time or
and
part
then
time?
uh it's a casual, so it's up
Casual
to you
basis.
if you're doing like full time, or most jobs on the mines are casual.
Okay.
But your roster is like 2 in 1, 1 on 1, 3 weeks on, 1 week off sort of thing. So
Okay. So
it's
when
sort
you
of a
say
full
two in
time.
one, for people who don't know, which means you work for 2 weeks and then you come back for a week.
Yeah.
And then the other one was you said one on, one off, which is 1 week on and 1 week off. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
the third one is like a 3 weeks on, 1 week off.
3-1.
So
Okay. Yeah.
this isn't, and then you have like casual shutdowns. Shutdowns means when there is some sort of maintenance going on the mine site,
Yeah.
and you just go there for a couple of days and you work there and then come back.
Okay. Okay. And this was did you say HGM? Is it a mining company?
FMG,
Oh, FMG, yeah.
FMG. Yep.
FMG, that's a particular mining company, is that right? Or
Yeah,
are there
it's a
like agencies or something? Okay. So how
there
did you
are
get in the
agencies as
job
well.
with
Yeah.
them? Was it through an agency or did you directly apply with a particular mining company there?
I applied directly with a subcontractor for the FMG,
Okay.
and my friend used to work there, and he
Uh-huh.
referred me to them. So
And did it
it,
require any kind of training, any courses, or do you just sign up, you kind of get a bit of check done and you're done? Or how quick was it?
well, I started as a rope access technician. So you have to do it's a rope access technician. It has 3 levels:
Yeah.
a level 1, level 2, and level 3.
Sorry, are
So
we
the
still
level
talking about the security work you were doing?
no, like a
No, I'm
security, like
asking you, I'm still asking you about the security work. So for security, let's say your first job,
you
your
just need a
first gig.
license. Yeah, you
Yeah,
just need a license for security, and you just
yeah,
go and like you have to do, like mine site inductions.
yeah.
Like you have to do for everything. Like doesn't matter where you work in nowadays, so you have to do some sort of induction or something before you join a firm.
Yeah. Yeah, keep going. Okay.
And yep, I did that for a while, and then I started doing rope access.
Okay. But
And
before I'll let you talk about that, I think how long were you doing this security gig for and why did you thought you need to do something different?
maybe 2 months, maybe, yeah.
2 months. Okay, so very brief period. You were doing security, but you thought maybe you should try a bit of technical hand, better pay, I would imagine, and better working working
Yeah,
opportunities and things.
because I'm at the uni also doing electrical engineering, so
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought it's more better, like if I'm in technical field rather
Of
than
course.
being in a administrative or that sort of field
Yeah.
of mining.
Relatively unskilled. Yeah. Okay. So then you did a particular course, you said?
Yeah,
How long was
uh,
that, and what was the course called?
it's called IRATA, International Rope Access Technician Worldwide.
Okay.
So it's an international organization.
Mm-hmm.
So many training centers are affiliated with them. So you do your training. It's like a 1 week. It's really, really physical.
Okay.
So 4 days of training and fifth day you do
Assessment.
your assessment.
Yeah.
And assessment is pretty strict as well. You are only allowed to make one mistake, and
Mm-hmm.
you're doing this work all day, like 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. You're doing your assessment.
Yeah. Right.
So it's
And
pretty.
for that, can you stay in Perth? Can people do it interstate, or do you need to come to the mining site to get that kind of
No,
certification
no, no.
done?
You can like as I said, like IRATA. You can Google it.
Yeah.
IRATA.
Yeah.
So it's an international organization.
Yeah.
You can Google that. You can go to their website
Mm-hmm.
and you can search the certified training centers
Mm-hmm.
in the whole world. You can do that ticket from anywhere in the world,
Okay.
but it has to be affiliated with the IRATA.
Okay. Okay.
So once you get that, you'll get your own a logbook and a ID card.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you need to get into the field.
Okay. So,
And yeah,
mm-hmm. Keep going. Yeah. Sorry. Keep
yeah.
going.
So fifth day you do the training, and
Mm-hmm.
then you also need so compulsory tickets for mine site. Working in mine site for regardless you're working as a cleaner, mining manager, or a pit manager or an engineer, you need these
Okay.
small tickets which are like 1 day. So each which are confined space, working in
Mm-hmm.
a confined space, working at heights, gas tester, and now there is another one. I think it's related with the firefighting training.
Okay.
So you need to get these four done. You can do it in a 1 day. The working in
Okay.
heights and confined space, you can find a lot of combos online. So make sure it's Australian RTO. I forgot the name of the Australian uh, organization which look after these sort of things.
Okay.
So,
But there's
but
one
you can,
organization that does all these courses, so
it's
you can
called
just do all
RTO.
four.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know it's similar, but it's similar like Arata. It's also affiliated with these organization. A lot of training centers.
Uh-huh.
Most training centers are in Australia are, but make sure when you're doing it, it's for the whole Australia, not for your state.
Ah,
Some
okay.
training centers they just have like for New South Wales or for Victoria specific tickets, but you want to do is the one for the whole Australia, so you can work anywhere in Australia.
Yeah. Okay. Okay,
So
perfect. So you did one of your rope access certificates, which is a 1 week long, and then this particular one, which is a mandatory one, regardless of what role you do. And how much do they all cost, or does a particular company kind of, let's say you get on with a mining company, do they make you do it and then they pay for it, or do everyone has to pay out of pocket?
uh, it depends. Sometimes when they need people, they will hire you and they'll pay for you. I
Mm-hmm.
think I don't know. I'm not sure about it 100%, but there is WA government do that. They, I think, pay for you at the start for like 2 months of worth of tickets. So you do most of these except Arata, like a
Mm-hmm.
rigging, all these small tickets, all the training, and then you can go and work. I think it's for the people who can't pay for the tickets. You have to qualify for that threshold.
Okay. Yeah. And how much does it cost roughly?
The Irata costs you around 2 grand each level,
Okay. Okay.
and then confined space they I think probably cost you like $100 each.
Okay. So the other ones are quite cheap. Mm,
Yeah,
The
and
ones. Okay.
and what I also have is mechanical fitter and a rigging tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'll tell you about myself, what
Yeah.
tickets do I have or what
Yeah. Yeah.
licenses
Yeah.
do I carry? So I carry IRATA license. I carry a rigging license and a mechanical fitter trade
Okay.
certificate.
Okay.
So the trade certificate works like other trade certificate, like you need 4 years of apprenticeship and go to TAFE and get your ticket. But the rigging is also like, it also have 4 levels. The first one you do is dogging. The second one is basic rigging. The third one is intermediate rigging. And the final one is advanced rigging.
Okay.
But in this rigging tickets, you can do all of them in a one go. Like maybe it might take you 2 months. And if you do all of them in once, it will cost you around 4 grand, I would say.
Okay. Okay.
And another thing I want to tell, in some places you can get a job with just basic rigging, like
Mm-hmm.
you just do uh, 2 courses for 2 grand. In some places you can get a job, but in mining, what I have seen so far, you can also double check if someone who's listening, if he knows someone, or if somebody tell them just do like basic rigging and you'll get a job. If he is
Mm-hmm.
offering you, well and good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are prepping yourself for mining work, then make sure you have at least intermediate rigging, because
Okay.
most mine sites nowadays, which is a third level of the rigging
Yeah.
tickets. So most mine sites, they are preferring people with the intermediate rigging, especially
Yeah.
if you're new.
Yeah. So,
So
so for people like me who don't know what rigging means, I've heard this word thrown around. Some people, like, I've met people who are riggers, but what does rigging essentially mean? What do they teach you? What is it?
basically, rigging is you're working with the cranes,
Okay.
erecting steel, erecting panels of concrete, anything to do with the cranes, you have to get a rigging ticket. So
Okay.
basically, what dogging
You're
means
not
is that
operating the crane, but you're kind of
no, no,
assisting out with the crane. Like, I've seen some videos where people are kind of like, I guess, directing which way it needs to go and things like that.
that's yeah, that's what it means. Like with the dogging, dogging means that you're dogging the crane, like you're
Okay. Yeah.
telling the crane to move this way, move this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for a stable and a safe transition of load, so you have to do this dogging ticket to know
Okay.
to get to know the field.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Right. All right. Yeah. So you were talking
And
about, yeah.
yeah, my tickets, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have opened up it. So now like with the so if you start with that rigging, so then you'll be only able to work with the cranes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're going and working on the ground. You're not gonna be working as a rope access rigger. So rope access rigger is a guy who work on the ropes and uh, erect steel on the ropes, help with the steel dismantle plants. If you're making new plants, if you are uh, doing some new patches over the plant.
Yeah.
I mean, by plant, I mean like iron ore plants, process
Yeah.
plants,
Yeah.
where all of these ores, chemicals, and whatnot, like anything, big steel buildings. I
Yeah.
would send you some photos and videos later on, so
Yeah.
you can line up with that. So you know what I'm
Yeah. Of
talking
course.
about. So it
Yeah.
makes sense to people.
Yeah. That's perfect. Is that different from the rope access technician thing, the Arata thing that you were talking about before? This
Yeah.
rope access rigging is different. Okay.
No, it rope access is what you do in the training is that safely working in an industrial environment.
Okay.
Okay, then I have a mechanical fitted technique, a trade as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I also do mechanical fitter work on the ropes as well.
Okay.
When I don't know if you have exposure to the mine site or plants or not, but
Yeah.
when you see big pipes, like 30 meters above the ground, they are connected to each other and go into some well or some chute.
Yeah.
So that's when people use rope access or EWP,
Yeah.
elevated work platform, to
Mm-hmm.
get access to those joints or ledges to make that pipeline.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, understood. Okay, so if you track back a little bit, so you started off with the security work, then you did a bit of your basic IRATA training and stuff like that. So tell us about your journey after that. So how you transitioned over the years, and what if you have only been working with one company or multiple companies. So just take us through that. Now that we
Yep.
understand a bit of different certificates that you've kind of done to get involved in that.
Yep, I started with one company and then I did a little bit of work in Port Hedland and then I came into inland
Mhm.
Pilbara region. So you have like, I don't know how many mines you have, but there's like a lot of mines where they need technicians and people with the skills. So I did that for a while and then I did my level twos. For the level two, you have to have 1,000 hours on the ropes
Okay.
and 1 year. After that,
Okay.
you can do level two. And
Mm-hmm.
then I did my level threes. So you're when you do like each level you go above, the training gets harder, and the rescue you perform in your training, which are helpful for you on the site as well in case somebody gets injured while he's
Mm-hmm.
working on the rope, so you can rescue him quickly. And the third level,
Okay.
third one is like a sort of a supervisory role with the ropes technician. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a level three. So that's like a lot of rescues. But
Yeah.
once you get into the field, you'll get more.
And these are
eh,
the three different levels of the IRATA
yeah,
rope access thing, right? Because you said the
yeah,
rigging ones you can kind of do back to back, whereas this IRATA one, where the rope access one, you have to have 1,000 hours of your stage one to do stage two, so the
yeah.
certificate two. And how long do you need to have the certificate two work
One
experience
year
for? Oh,
minimum,
another
minimum one
1 year,
year.
and then you can do the third one.
So you have to wait for 1 years. After 1 years, you check if you have 1,000 hours on your
1,000 hours.
logbook.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
your level three signs to your logbook every time you finish your swing.
Okay,
So
okay.
so he gives you like, okay, maybe for this whole week you were on the ropes for like 24 hours. He will put 24 hours,
Sign
sign
you
your
off.
book,
Yeah.
and then you go for a training for level twos and level threes.
Okay, understood. All right. So now tell me how this kind of work ties in with your, you were saying you're doing bachelor's of was it robotics and
Electrical engineering,
electrical
electronics and
engineering? Yeah. So
electrical. Yeah.
how did that work kind of allow you to still continue where you work? Were you studying full time, working half time, part time? How was the arrangement like, and how did that kind of tie in with your study schedule?
Yeah, well, I was in between like some semesters I worked like full time and I was studying part time, and some
Mm-hmm.
semesters was studying full time and
Working part time.
working part time.
Yeah.
Uh, with this in this industry, in mining industry, what happens is that uh, it's like an open world. There's a lot of different mine sites are doing
Mm-hmm.
maintenance on a different times. So with the well, when I got like my upper levels of my certification, so it was easy for me to make my own roster and get what time I want to work, and
Okay.
also having a good relationship with the companies also matter.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I told them that I'm studying, and they were also really helpful with that. So sometimes I would just go for a 1 week and stay at the uni for 3 weeks, or
Perfect.
however it allowed me to, uh, like my uni was also really good with that. I told them I'm
Mm,
working
mm,
uh, offshore or in mining, so
mm.
they told me that okay, you can do your labs, or if it's possible, then I was doing my labs or while I'm on mine
On the other
site.
weeks, yeah. So they'll
Yeah,
accommodate for you. That's awesome. That's
yeah,
that's
yeah.
ideal scenario. So now, brother Fazan, I keep getting calls from these brothers interstate who have obviously heard, there's big money to be made in FIFO work in Perth, and they call me, they're like, "Can you hook me up with someone? Can you tell us a little bit about what that's about? How much money are you expected to make in the initial stages? What are the opportunities to kind of progress in the field? Is it a good long-term career? What would you recommend?"
A long term in a sense, like if you have a family, it's a bit hard.
Yeah.
Like people, if you're doing 2 and 1, so you're staying most of your life up on the mine side,
Yeah, you're away
and
from
it's
family.
not
Yeah.
very ideal. It's not very ideal.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it also depends on your family if if you both partners are working on the site.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's ideally that's really good.
Mm.
The money is good, but also depends with your qualification and experience.
Yeah.
Nowadays, what I have seen that some months, it's gonna be pretty low. People
Hmm.
can't find a job.
Yeah. Okay.
Some months it's like, out of the hand, like they're looking for people here and there. They
Okay.
are paying your tickets from interstate and sometimes from other countries as well when they need people.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
So the money is like, it's also add up as a hour thing as well, because
Yeah.
you're doing 12 hours a day,
Yeah.
7 days, sometimes 14 days, sometimes 3 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but you can make a good money as well. Like
Yeah.
I think with the technical side of it, I think the parrot starts from uh $50.
$50 an hour. Okay. When
Yeah,
you let's say someone's done the bare minimum, he's only done one or two rigging courses, the basic minimum that you were mentioning, you can start off with earning $50 an hour,
yeah,
um,
45, $50 an
40
hour you
$50
will
an
start,
hour.
but
Yeah.
you also have to like it's a casual.
It's on a casual
On
basis, so you might not have work on some weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, unless you get a permanent gig, there's also
Yeah.
possibility of that.
Yeah.
But also consider that you're spending this much. Uh, but eventually you can land a good job. I'm not saying it's impossible or it's really hard.
Yeah.
If you do your tickets, maybe not in 2 months, maybe in 6 months, you will land some good jobs.
That's good. Okay. And let's say you do multiple courses, try and get up the ladder, do like rope access stuff like you were mentioning. How well is that paid at that on that end then?
It's because my work is like really high risk,
Yeah, you've told me some
and
stories. We'll get into that as well. Yeah.
yeah, so I also get like a danger money as well. So
Yeah.
that's
You're risking your
that's
life
why.
essentially for money. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I basically have to save people because I'm most of the time doing rescues and stuff.
Yeah.
So I have to sign off the paper like rescue systems
Mm-hmm.
before anybody can work. So I have to sign off a rescue plan.
Yeah.
So it's okay, but yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Keep going.
yeah, so that's why the money's great in this scenario.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Okay. Now tell me, what was I gonna say? You mentioned a little bit about when they really need people, they can also book people's tickets from interstate. But in most cases, do they like the person to be stationed in Perth, or people can do these courses interstate and just apply from jobs there, or do they need to relocate to Perth first and then start doing everything and then get the work?
Uh, you have to tell them that I am happy to move to Perth, or tell them I am already Perth based.
Yeah.
The thing is that they will send you your flights from Perth to, let's say, next Wednesday. So you have to be here on the airport by that time.
So it's always
You
from
do,
Perth
yeah, most of the time.
most of the
Or
times.
with if you have like, special skills, and if you're like, upper level guy, so then they
Yeah,
will pay your flights all the time.
to the
But
interstate.
if you're a new person, then you'll probably have to come to Perth and start your career.
Okay. Is it an option for people? Let's say they're working two on, one off. They can, let's say they've got a family, and the brother only comes to Perth, works from here, and then just kind of flies back home to whichever interstate, or is that too complicated to manage in your experience?
Well, if you are on a 2 and 1, then I would suggest that you move to Perth,
Okay.
because what happens after 14 days, the 15th day you fly back to Perth.
Yeah.
So consider that you're doing 15
Mm,
day work, because
mm.
the time you come back, you're so knackered, you're just gonna go to bed or sleep, or
Yeah, of course.
you're not able to do anything when you come back home.
Yeah.
And the same thing the day you fly out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a day before that, you have to prep a lot of things.
Yeah.
So basically, you have probably 4 to 5 days in
4
Perth,
Yeah.
and you need like 2 days to recover.
Yeah, it's not
After
exactly
doing
two on
14
one,
days,
huh?
yeah, it's like, it's after 14 days, you need two
Yeah.
days to recover.
Yeah.
So if you're doing that sort of roster, then probably you should move to Perth.
That's
Or another thing you can do is that, like I said before, casual shutdowns. In
mm,
casual shutdowns, what happens is that you have like 5 days of work on this mine site, 6 days of work on this mine site. So
mhm,
what happens is that in a whole month, you're probably working like 20 days, but you're
mhm.
staying in Perth for like 23, 24 days.
Sometime in
Like,
between, yeah.
yeah, you come here for a 5 days of work, you come back, stay 2 days, then go again for 6 days, come back, stay in Perth for 2 days, things
Mm,
like that. So you stay here for a month maybe, and then take 2 weeks off and then come back. So this is
yeah.
another option. A lot of people do that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, just take us through what life when you're in the mining side, what that is like, does everyone does 12-hour shifts, food, where do you guys eat, living situation, what that's like, all those things.
Yep. So with that, um everyone works 12 hours. Some like
Mm-hmm.
when I'm up on site, I do like 14 hours sometime, most
Mm-hmm.
of the time, basically 14 hours. Uh, it's also commute from your camp. You fly in on an airport.
Mm-hmm.
You go to your camp. So
Mm-hmm.
camp is like they also call it a donga,
Mm-hmm.
which is I think Aboriginal word, which means a house.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you have a single bed apartment sort of thing, like you
Mm-hmm.
have your attached bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
you have a TV chair, table, and then you have a dry mess and a wet mess. Dry mess is called for dining, and then you have a crib where you can take your lunch. So every day they prep a lot of food for you. In the morning, you do breakfast, and then you pack your crib. Crib means your lunch.
Mm-hmm.
You pack your lunch, you take it with you. Most sites you have two breaks. You start your day like 6 to 6, most mine sites.
Mm-hmm.
So you start your shift at 6. You take your first break at 10. Then you
Mm-hmm.
take your second break at 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then you finish your work quarter to 6. Come back to camp, take a shower, and then go and get a food, and then you have like 1 hour. Maybe call your family, your loved
Yeah.
ones, or um, if you go to gym, there is gym, there's swimming
Yeah.
pools. Um, there are like small darts, the games, what's it called? The darts
Yeah.
one. What's it called?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know the
They
name
put
of it.
like maybe snooker table and stuff. They've
Yeah,
put a
yeah,
bit
yeah,
of
yeah.
they've
They've
got
got
a bit
like
of facilities for
pool
people to have a bit
table,
of
pool table. There's a shop.
relaxing time.
Yeah, there's a small shop. You can
Hmm.
go and use that shop, and yeah, that's pretty
So
much it.
how long is generally, Fizan, in all your experiences where you've been to different mining sites, generally how long is the commute when you're going from your donga or whatever accommodation place to the actual mine site? And obviously that's not included in your work time, is it?
Yeah, most of the time it's if it's more than 30 minutes you get paid,
Okay.
but if it's less than 30 minutes you don't get paid.
Okay.
So it's vary from like maybe 10 to 1 hour.
Okay, that also adds up. And for brothers, let's say, who are in a situation where they don't know what kind of job they want to get into, career, they don't really have a skill, would you say it's a good gig to maybe work for 2, 3 years, make some money for, I don't know, down payment for a house or whatever ideas people have for a successful life? What would you recommend?
Yeah, it's a good line to get into, but you have to be committed. Like, people say that, oh, I'm just gonna go up and work and save up some money and then I'm gonna get out.
Yeah.
But so many people forget these things and they just stay up there for rest of their life, or
Yeah.
like it depends. I don't think it's a bad thing to just staying there or not staying there in this life, but
Yeah.
be committed to your
Your
works.
goals. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So I see what you mean. Once you get the taste of money, you're like, it's too hard to go back to a regular job and you forget the
yeah,
long-term plan.
Yeah.
Like, for example, you're still studying, you still want to get somewhere with your studies. You don't want to do your FIFO work for the rest of your life. Okay. Having discussed all of that, Brother Faizan, now let's say there is a brother somewhere in Melbourne who wants to start doing this FIFO work. First of all, before I ask you that, do you know if, or have you heard of a lot of FIFO work up in other states, or is it predominantly just Perth? I've heard a lot about Perth, but I haven't heard too much in the other states.
There is in WA, then you have in NT,
Northern Territory.
Queensland,
Mm-hmm.
New South Wales, and Melbourne as well. But
Okay.
most of WA is the biggest job market.
Joe Markey, yeah. And the mining sites you go to, what kind of, is it just mostly like minerals, iron ore mining, or what other kind of mining sites have you been to?
I've been to gold, aluminum,
Mm-hmm.
iron, nickel, cobalt, lithium, magnetite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this in my experience. I've been
Mostly
to these
mostly
places.
minerals
Yeah,
and stuff. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. And all the different sites you have been to, roughly in, let's say, hundreds of kilometers, how far away generally they are from Perth, roughly speaking?
It's like for the ballpark, I would say 2 hours flight,
Roughly two
and
hours flight, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
And obviously all
and
of
the
that is
amount
paid by the company. Um,
most companies pay that.
and is everyone paid on TFN, or are you paid on ABN? Because I would imagine if you're paid on ABN, then there's other reimbursements and stuff you can claim on tax as
Well,
well.
with the most of the people that get paid on TFN with the
TFN.
ABN, it's hard to um, get that because you have to get like really expensive insurances. Like you're
Yeah.
working on a $40 million equipment,
Yeah, right.
and you have to have that sort of insurance as well, and you
Yeah.
have to have the experience that you have worked on, equipment like this before, which you have completely, which you have complete in the past.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I think if new person, I would say TFN, but
Okay,
if you're
but
like
there
a
is opportunities for people to be able to just work on ABN as well. Because I'd imagine I would think if someone says they're based in Melbourne and they're working on ABN with a company that's in Perth, they can always get their flights and stuff back to Melbourne reimbursed because their permanent address would be Melbourne or something of that sort.
with that thing, like most companies hired people when they advertise, they say that
Perth based.
Perth-based
Yeah.
technicians only.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the
People
thing.
have to commit to come to Perth. There
Yeah,
really is
yeah,
very little to no opportunity if you don't want to come and live in Perth.
yeah.
Um,
If you're a really good technician and like you're top tier technician
yeah.
or engineer or whatever, then you can like talk to your company. They might
Mm,
be able to help you with that.
yeah.
But if you're a new starter, so I think uh, just go with the flow. Just
Yeah,
um,
absolutely. You kind of just have to take
yeah,
whatever you get.
just in the start, I would say, if I have to give my advice to, or like in Perth, there are brothers, I tell them this: keep your head down and work hard until you get recognized.
Absolutely. One more thing, Brother Faizan. I think we're nearing towards the end. Just tell us in very simple words, what are the basic steps other than moving to Perth does the person need to take to secure their first job? Which agencies or companies that you've heard of that they can contact? What basic courses, if we can just go over them again, do they need to do to get their first gig?
Uh, so you can do like what I said before: confined space, gas testing, firefighting, and working in heights. These four tickets, you have to do
Mhm.
it,
Mhm.
and they cost you like $100 each.
Is there a particular company that you know of that does those courses?
Just do it from anywhere and make sure you're allowed to work in the whole
In all
Australia.
across Australia.
Yeah, it's Australian standard. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
These are just like not very, highly skilled tickets. And
Yeah.
then you can, if you want to get into rigging, you can do your intermediate rigging, 3 steps.
Mhm.
If you want to get into cranes, then do like a crane operator ticket. Probably do C6. That's the best one.
How long does that
And
take, the crane operator one?
maybe a week or 2 weeks, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you
So pretty
can
much you can
also,
you get the course for, you have a 2-week course and you can operate a crane.
yeah, but then don't let you because you're a newbie.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you have to, that's why I'm saying if you want to get into this field,
Yeah.
become a rigger first, and you're gonna get a lot of training as a rigger to, you know, uh, how to work on the mines because it's a
Yeah.
really high risk working environment.
Environment. Yeah.
So, you make one mistake, you kill a person.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter what you're doing, if you're doing on the ground or on the ropes or whatever you're
Mm-hmm.
doing. So it's a really high risk working environment. So you also have to be aware of the situation around you all the time. So what's going on? So rigging is one field. There's a lot of screen technicians.
What
There's a lot of
technicians?
screens.
Screen technician.
So screening means like, when you're screening the iron ore. So it's
Okay. Oh, yeah,
also,
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I get you.
so
What
yeah.
what can you explain a little bit what kind of job, what would that kind of specific role, what would that involve on an
I think
actual day?
it's mostly you change an ad screen, you take out the old screens and put the
Mm-hmm.
new one in.
Okay.
So have a look if there's companies are looking for it. And the best thing I would say to do is that get your tickets ready, go on a Seek, and call all the companies.
Okay. You mean
So
seek.com?
yeah, Seek.com,
Okay.
and then put your profession, rigging, you're a belty or you're a ropey or whatever you are. Google search in the search engine of sig.com, and then call all the companies.
Mm-hmm.
Apply as well, but also call them
Okay.
and tell them, yeah, I'm available. Tell that you're looking for a job,
Yeah.
and well, inshallah, you'll get a job really quick.
Inshallah. Are there any agencies, Faizan, that you know of that kind of recruit people for this kind of FIFO work?
Yeah, yeah, there are heaps of agencies in WA.
Yeah. Do you know any popular ones?
There's Talk Jobs. There's a Tech Force. There is so many, like I can't think of. I can
Yeah.
send you
Send
a
me,
list of it.
yeah, if you can send it to me, I'll put it in the description. So from all I'm gathering, Faizan, from this conversation with you is that it's a good gig if you want to do some kind of short couple of years of stint to save up some money, get some experience. If you don't have another skill that you can utilize, maybe you can, I guess from what I've heard, you start off making upwards of 120 grand at least, as a basic rigger if you're doing kind of full-time role. Is that correct?
Uh, I think, yeah, maybe like you can make more
Roughly.
as well. It
You
depends
get,
on your availability as well.
yeah, how much you're working.
Yeah,
And then I guess you can maybe touch 200 if you're a high-end technician, you've done a few courses and you've climbed up the ladder, and done some more certificates and stuff, but there is some initial investment of doing some certificates, which you can always claim back on tax anyway,
yeah,
for doing those certificates. So even if they sound a little bit expensive, initially you have to pay 2 grand or 3 grand, you kind of can offset that on your tax return, so it'll be paid for you by your tax.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
mm,
if you do these tickets and get ready for the job, like
mm,
first you have to make yourself ready, and
mm,
don't ask people, oh, can you get me first job and then I'll do the tickets,
yeah,
because the
okay,
market is so different right now.
yeah,
So you have to be ready, you know, wait for the opportunity. You might land a really good job in the city, in Melbourne or Sydney, wherever you're living.
yeah,
So there's a lot of construction work going on all around Australia. So you can get a good job anywhere in Australia, but you
yeah.
have to be ready for it.
Perfect. I understand. So there's a bit of initial investment still. You can't just be like any other ordinary unskilled job that you just rock up at the work and you just start making money. Initially, you might need to put a couple of weeks of work before you get your first job. Brother Fazan, is there anything else quite pertinent to your role or things you would like to share with the brothers who might be thinking for this career? Any other words of advice, things that we haven't covered?
Um, I think most of the things we have covered, it's physical, it's a high risk environment. You have to be, really switched on for it. Like, if you're going on the job, you have to really switch on what's going on around you.
Mm.
What job are you doing? How you gonna, these are the things comes later. But yeah, I would say like just if you want to get into, just stay ready for it.
Mm.
And if you need any help or you're confused still, you can also contact me. I can answer you if you have any questions.
Perfect. That's awesome. Jazakallah, Brother Fazan. Really appreciate your time and sharing your experience with us. And